Hey, shalom, shalom. First off, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, by Shem Yahushai, by Shem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and shalom to the sincere brethren that's pushing this truth. Um, got this article, and I just want to read a little bit out of it because you here it is. It's on I guess on a geopolitical um, geosocially or geoeconomically, what's taking place around the world now. You know, even here in America, it's just so much going on. It's a whole lot going on, and certain things kind of, like for instance, like with all of these mass shootings and things of that nature, with all of the racial tension that's building up, well, that's been builded up and that's been here. Um, it kind of I guess takes your attention away from what's actually going on, and that's, as you can see, I mean, that's an old parlor trick. Hey, look here while I do something with the other hand. You know what I'm saying? So that's what's taking place. So what the point I want to make here, and the scriptures that I want to get, are pertaining to this nuclear holocaust that's coming. The nuclear warfare that's about to take place. You know, and like I said, the corporate media, the mainstream media will pull you in a lot of different directions, in whatever directions that they want you to go into, without giving you the straight skinny. You know what I'm saying? So this, without further ado, this is the article off of RT. It says U.S. training Europe to use tactical nukes against Russia is threat to non. I think that's proliferation. Lavrov. It says U.S. programs which train non-nuclear powers on how to use American tactical nuclear weapons violate the Nuclear Non-Proliferation Treaty. It says Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov said. It says Lavrov's comments reiterated Russia's critical stance regarding the U.S. and its training of NATO allies. So the U.S. is training European states who do not possesses nuclear arsenals of their own on how to use American nuclear weapons stationed there. It says Moscow considers it a breach of the NTP and cornerstone of the current non-proliferation regime. It says Lavrov criticized the U.S. Deployment of tactical nuclear weapons on European soil, as well as the involvement of non-nuclear states in the training programs at a session of the UN conference on disarmament in Geneva on Wednesday. So basically, what's going on here is what's written in Joel, and let's get that, because you want to know what was. That's why it always boils down to prophecy. It always goes back to what was written, thus saith the Lord, and what he said he was going to do, you know. And what is that? Isaiah 55. He said the word goes out and it's not going to return. It's not going to return unto him void, you know. And with the tension that's taking place, um, it's all written, and it's beautiful how it's how the Lord is unmasking or revealing what's going on and what's happening. And if you're watching closely, you're able to see the Lord work, you know. And though it tarry, it definitely is. It definitely is coming. Let me see. because I just want to. Yeah, here we go. This is Joel chapter 3, verse 9. It says, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. And that Gentiles is speaking about the natural born Gentile, you know, the actual heathen. It says, prepare war, wake up the mighty men, let all their men of war draw near, let them come up. It says, beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say that I am strong. And where do you what do you see what's going on here? You know, it says U.S. programs which train non-nuclear powers on how to use American tactical nuclear weapons violate, the nuclear non-proliferation treaty. So evidently there was a treaty made, and of course that was broken, and it's going to be broken because it's nothing but lies and bull. It's just a bunch of rhetoric to feed the mass amount of people or to pacify people and to think that peace and safety is here. But the scriptures say when they say peace and safety, it's what is it? It's the exact opposite, you know. So it's things these things are taking place for a reason, and it's because the scriptures speak it. It's because the Lord has already set these things into stone, and they're going to play themselves out. So you just gotta have patience and watching the Lord work and remain in the ministry and and do the work. It says verse 3 says of Joel 3 and 10, it says, beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. It says, assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together around the belt. It says, hither, because thy mighty ones, cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Lord. It says, verse 12, it says, let the heathen be waken and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat, Yahweh Shaphat, the Most High's judgment, which is going to take place in the middle, it's already taken place. Like it hasn't, like it hasn't got to the stage of, where it's touched in certain lands, touched in the your I guess what word I want to use, I guess the major countries land, like these, like you got the U.S. and you got Russia, you got China. Like these are heavy hitting. These are big players in prophecy when it comes to the end and what's gonna happen. So right now is the it's a heavyweight fight, but they not really throwing them heavy blows yet. They pretty much sizing each other up, throwing jabs here and there. But then sooner or later, that right hook gonna come. And after that right hook gonna come, somebody gonna counter, somebody gonna throw another one, and then it's gonna be all out. Hell, all out war until one is dropped, and then that's when who gonna come in and shut shit down. The Lord, Yahweh Shah. It says So that was the point I wanted to get with that, but I want to get what is this? I want to get Isaiah, because you want to know what this with this being in the forefront, with this being like these people, like the mass amount of people really believe that like the countries that have nuclear capability or have tactical nukes or ICBM missiles and all types of warheads. They think that this stuff is just going to just sit around and gather dust. That is not the case. That's not going to happen. That is not the spirit that the Lord is going to put on these kings. They gonna do what he wants them to do. As it is written. I grab that right quick, man. This is Proverbs. This is Proverbs 20. Proverbs 21. And one, it says, the king heart is in the hand of the Lord, as the rivers of water he turneth it whithersoever he will. And what is the Lord's will? You know, the ultimately the Lord's will is, I mean, to bring the kingdom here, you know, to set Israel, to set you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans back up, you know, and you know, but of course they're confusing the faces that are scattered abroad, you know, to set you back up into rulership, starting with the elect, you know, because 2/3 of our people aren't, you know, they're not going to make it on this side. They're going to get caught up. See if you can get caught up in the race wars, you know, these concentration camps that's coming, this uh, and you know, ultimately the end game, the nuclear fire, you know. So it's only, you know, 1/3 that's actually coming out, you know, going to be able to make it through that fire that has been predestinated, you know, to 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 make it through. And you know, as the scriptures say, he that endureth to the end, the same shall be saved. You know, so it's gonna happen. You know, it's gonna happen, and it's not really, at the end of the day. Is I mean, it's nothing anybody can do about it. You know, it's nothing you can do. All you can do is just kind of, all you do is just sit back and watch as it unfolds. This is Isaiah 9:5. It says, "For every battle of the warrior is with confused noise. For every battle of the warrior is with confused noise, and garments rolled in blood." Because it, at one point in time, you know, in the ancient world, you know, prior to, you know, to the gun, when predominantly, you know, man was using, you know, sword, you know, buckler, and shield. You know, you in the midst of a battle, you know, you slaying, it's hand to hand combat. It's up close and personal. You know, you hitting, you know, blood everywhere, this and that, so on and so forth. But it says, "But this shall be with burning and fuel of fire." Like this, listen, what's coming? Like, they show you these, they put it in these movies, man. Like, they put it, they actually, the Lord put the certain spirit on certain individuals to make certain things, and He pretty much shows you what's coming. You know, He shows you. Um, let me get, let's see, Slovakia. Slovakia. This is, let's see, yeah. Hey, listen, man. This is Isaiah 24:20. It says, "The earth shall reel to and fro like a drunkard, and shall be removed like a cottage, and the transgression thereof shall be heavy upon it, and it shall fall and not rise again." So the earth shall reel to and fro like a drunkard. When, hey, listen, oh man, let me see, and it shall come to pass and flee the noise pit. Windows, listen, what this is saying, man, is when those nuclear missiles touch down, like when they hit, man, everybody's gonna feel that, man. It's gonna be so much. It's gonna be so much fire going on, man. You know, it's gonna be so much, man. It's the earth itself is gonna move to and fro like a drunkard, as the scriptures say. You know, as a drunkard, and shall be removed like a cottage, and the transgression thereof shall be heavy upon it, and it shall fall and not rise again. Esau, this kingdom, this place, man, this captivity, man, this shit is fitting to end, man. This shit is fitting to be gone. It's fitting to be eradicated. No more. No more. These transgenders, children, giving children the choice to be a female or a male. gender neutrality and woman over the man. You know, men sleeping with other men's, you know, committing adultery and idolatry and all types of madness and wickedness on the face of this earth. It will be eradicated, man. This is it. This is it, man. Like it is high time to wake out of sleep. Salvation is near. It is time to wake up. All this black, white, all that shit is about to be done with. You know, niggas that dumb nigga mentality. That shit is about to be finished, man. You know, that shit is gonna go up in fucking smoke and ashes. This land ain't gonna never be inhabited again, man. Never, and rightfully so. Cause I mean, it's ridiculous, man. Get one more scripture and get out of here, man. Cause like man. And what's crazy is people actually, I guess, are cool, you know, with being here, man. Yeah, people cool with living in this place. People have, especially our people, man. They it's ridiculous, man. 2 Peter 3:9, it says, "The Lord is not slack concerning His promise, as some men count slackness, but is long suffering to usward, not willing that any should perish, but that all should come to repentance." Verse 10, it says, "But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat." It says, "The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burned up," man. And listen, everything is going to melt. Everything is going to melt. What's made out of the elements? Everything is made from what is that? The table of elements. Everything, and then of course there's more, but everything is made from what's on the earth. Everything, you know. So when that cleansing agent comes, when those ICBM missiles come, you know, those intercontinental ballistic missiles come and drop on this place, man, it is a wrap. Everything is going to be melted. This place is going to be gone, you know. So with that, all praises and all glory to Yahweh by Shem Yahushua by Shem Rakakodash. Man, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And shalom to the brothers, man, that's pushing this truth. And man, to keep fighting and keep enduring it to the end, man. Shalom, we almost out.